like, where's the green screen? I'm like, we can't do it right now. It's moving on.
Hey, David.
What?
You're on the internet.
What? Hello and welcome to Family RPG. I'm David Leonard, your game master for Star Trek Adventures after several long weeks of difficulty and things we cannot mention on YouTube and preferably on other things, self-isolation and so on and so forth. We have set up live webcams of our other players who can't be here for 2 episodes since we have missed some. But first, what happened last time?
Oh, I lost my voice. What?
Okay.
Can anyone remember what happened last time for a point or two of momentum?
Impossible.
Kim Possible, what?
Kim Possible.
Okay, the episode was called No Good Deed. That's all I'm giving you.
Oh, this is the one with the people that were irradiating their own planet. Because they had a whole, like, a ring around the planet that was irradiating it to try to cure them of a disease.
No.
That was another one. Okay.
Nope.
That was 2 ago.
It was 2
Okay.
ago, yeah.
Okay.
And the one with the underwater silicon people, that was 3 ago.
No, that's 3 ago, yeah.
Okay.
It was the one with the Zindi.
Yes. The Zindi.
Oh, the
What else?
avian and the caterpillar? Or the
There were arachnid,
Insectoid?
insectoid ones. They were trying to live on the same planet together.
yes.
What happened?
They had avian flu.
Here we go. How appropriate.
Insectoids were trying to,
There was the ship going towards the sun towards the end.
Yes, the space station.
We saved the Zindi
Yes.
in the cryogenic and frozen.
Yes.
okay.
All right, I'll say that was worth 2. You start with 2 momentum.
Yay!
That's nice.
All right, so episode 5, The Whole of the Law.
How is whole spelled?
WHOLE.
Okay, the whole law as opposed to the whole law.
Yes.
It could go either way with Star Trek.
Captain's Log,
Okay.
Stardate 7815.5. While exploring uncharted red dwarf star system in this sector, we have detected an asteroid-sized body of unusual shape and high density within the star's habitable zone. We have diverted our course to investigate. As you near this mysterious object, it becomes clear that it is a domed artificial body in the shape of a flattened oblate spheroid. Sensor scans reveal a strange elliptical structure. So if you want a little more information about this place, why don't have one of you roll
Wait a minute, is it spheroid or is it elliptical? What is this?
oblate or oblate.
Blade. Oh, fine. Okay.
Yes. So let's
What
get
do I roll?
insight and engineering. Difficulty of 1.
Inside engineering. I got 12. Sorry, no, yeah, 12, yeah.
Let's see, I have 12 too.
I only got an 11 for inside engineering.
All right. I guess I'll do it. Am I doing it with the ship's sensors or something?
No.
Okay. Just me. All
Just
right.
you. Unless someone wants to assist the
Assist?
same thing.
Doctor
Yeah.
assist.
Let's see, what do we roll? I forget what.
You just roll 1 die.
You just roll 1d20.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't. Oh, I got a 3.
Okay, you got 1 success. That's all you needed.
I had 0 successes.
You had 0 successes.
15 and 18, so yeah.
Okay, so no more momentum, but you did succeed.
Okay.
You were matching dice this time. There we go. That was my problem. My dice didn't match. That was the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You find that this, despite its extreme shape, it still follows the normal laws of gravitation, meaning that everything is pulled towards the exact center of mass. As you get farther from the polar axis, not only does the gravity decrease according to the inverse square law, but the down direction tilts further inward, so the ground effectively becomes steeper.
Got some physics in here, all right.
Yes. However, the decrease in gravity makes the climb easier the further one goes out. This object rotates once every 32 hours, too slowly for centrifugal force to be significant.
Okay.
If you also want to do a reason in engineering,
I gotta get
Yes,
there.
difficulty 1.
Oh, I'm going.
Somebody want to assist?
I'm going to use my momentum to reroll those 20.
Okay, yeah, I got. All right, I'll assist on that one.
Okay, there we go. 2 successes.
Okay, so you get 1 momentum back. Did you
All right.
get below your reason engineering?
I got below. Yeah, I did.
Okay, so you get another momentum.
Yes, 4.
All right. The dome has shielding that prevents more detailed scans, so sensors cannot discern life form readings or individual structures. Along the outer rim are numerous docking bays and landing fields, also covered or sensor shielded. There is no way to determine who may be occupying this structure. As you near the habitat, the communications officer reports a hail. A blue-skinned, hairless humanoid female with a flat beak and a subtly scaled head resembling a cross between a bird and a reptile, not related to the last episode, appears on the main view screen and speaks.
So wait a minute, is our
Okay.
is it Alexander Shipman or Alfred Crewman?
Alfred Crewman!
Okay.
Alfred Crewman is your communications officer.
That's made established. Okay.
All right.
What's his accent?
Alfred Crewman.
Russian.
He
Okay.
is the Russian. Yes. We are receiving a hail from the vessel.
Because Alexander is Scottish, so.
Yes.
Hail.
Yes.
Anyway.
Oh, hail.
Greetings, travelers from the United Federation of Planets. I
How
am
do
in...
you know who we are?
Yes. I am Vishahar... This is very hard to say. Visarasa. And I welcome you to this haven, which you may call Thelema. See, they have a pronunciation guide for the planet, but not for her name.
You can figure that one out yourself. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
I request that you discontinue your efforts to scan our interior, for though all are welcome here, we take the privacy of our guests most seriously. If you wish to know more of the services we offer, please send a delegation in person so we may arrange your proper access for your crew. You may dock your vessel or land a shuttle at Port 37. You may also transport a party there, although we do not allow transporter access to the interior of Thelema. But please do come for a visit. We offer wondrous entertainment and fulfillment for all visitors. Communications.
What's it
Yeah. Nothing. It's the
Nothing?
nothing.
That raises my suspicion. You know, being a Ferengi,
Thank you.
that's
Appreciate
giving
that.
something away
Yes.
is not right.
Stay in character. Thank you, Dad.
Yes.
Yes. So, communication officer Alfred Crewman, right? Yeah,
Yes.
receives guide beacon to port 37.
So why are we here? We're not on holiday, are we?
We could be. This is apparently a shore leave planet.
That's
What does
right.
Captain say?
Interesting that they call the structure Thelema. On Earth, that is the name of a pseudo-religious philosophy developed by Aleister Crowley. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law, love under will. Basically, that the highest moral law is allowing all people to pursue their own calling and desire, free of restrictions. But more to the point, how did Visarasa know the name for the concept, or that we were from the Federation? There's no record of her species on our database.
That's what I asked. Well, how did she know we were a Federation?
We do kind of have it like plastered all over our ship, though.
Well, yeah, but we're not aware of who she is, her species. Okay. Anyway.
So you set up a boarding party? A landing party?
What do
More
you-
like a party party.
What's everyone else think? I guess we need to go down because we got to find out something.
Yes.
Are we bringing either of our red shirts with us?
I think they should stay on the
We
ship.
should bring all the red shirts.
All the red-
Is Karen McGuffin was still with us?
I don't know.
The
Maybe
diplomat?
she probably died in another mission. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's your world.
Okay.
All right. So you arrive at Port 37, a wide, flat docking area with a retractable hemi-cylindrical roof. You are standing directly on the outer edge of the disk as if it were balanced vertically on the edge below you. Although natural gravity at this distance would be mere 7% of Earth's, you feel full gravity on arrival. A Thaliman male arrives to escort you to Director Visharasa. He introduces himself as Subdirector Hamasaur. He wears a comfortable-looking loose white garment with brightly colored abstract patterns on the shoulders. He escorts you to a pneumatic tram car that carries you through a tube at high velocity, curving downward as you circle around the edge of Thelema.
Whee!
Naturally, since the hyperdense core disk would be too dense to penetrate. Have any questions for Hamasaur while you're on this trip?
Recorder on, in sort of silent mode, just constantly scanning.
Yeah.
What kind of role would that be for making sure it's like, secretive?
As long as you don't have anything violent, it seems like a lot of things are just blocking. You're picking up things that the ship could pick up anyways. It's just a matter of a lot of things are still being blocked by the sensors nearby. The things that block your ship sensors are still blocking.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping the deeper we go in, though, the more I can detect.
Possibly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anybody more insightful want to ask something?
I'd like to know how they keep the gravity fairly even. I mean,
Good question. That's exactly the question they expect you to ask. Yes, we provide adjustable gravity plating at our docking facilities for the comfort of our visitors. Within Thelema itself, we rely on the natural pull of the core disk to provide a continuum of gravity levels to accommodate guests from all conceivable environments.
Well, isn't that interesting? So, how did they find out what our gravity, what the normal gravity is?
By scanning your ship. I mean, obviously your ship, you'd keep it at the same gravity you'd be accustomed to.
So they must have some way to sense what our ship's gravity set at.
So we're curious if they're so concerned about their own security and privacy, and yet...
Or perhaps they've met humans before.
Well, I suppose that's possible.
They're not on my Rolodex, I don't know.
Soon you reach Vizohara's office, a bright, inviting place with vistas of numerous environments displayed on large wall screens, apparently image feeds from Thelema's various terraces. Some are landscapes, while others show beings of various species engaged in a range of recreational activities. Some display sports or nature walks, while others show a lively nightlife, and hint discreetly at more risque pleasures. They have a feel of promotional videos to entice tourists. So she rises from her desk to greet you. She is attired in a similar attire to a Hamasaur, but with more extensive color patterns. She says, "You are all most welcome to Thelema. We are open to all visitors, and we pride ourselves on having recreations and fulfillments to offer for every species in the galaxy. I imagine you are skeptical, as many new visitors are. What do we get out of it? Well, our people are devoted to the philosophy your people call Thelema, that all beings should be free to pursue their every desire, so long as they do not impose on any other's freedom or desire in so doing. Our embrace of this philosophy has brought us peace, prosperity, and the friendship of many other civilizations who benefit from our hospitality. Many have offered us gifts in return, including the resources we needed to construct this miniature world. Thelema provides a safe and free haven for beings of all natures and proclivities to fulfill their desires, their fantasies, their needs for pleasure or adventure or simple relaxation. We do not judge or condemn, merely facilitate. All things are permitted here so long as they do not harm unconsenting parties."
Sounds kinky.
Are there rules as far as what's considered harm?
You have surely noted that Thelema has two separate halves, divided by the impassable core disk in between. The light face is for indulging those pleasures that harm no one or that risk injury to oneself. Only to oneself. But there are those who find pleasure and fulfillment in combat or violence, even taking the life or the gambling of one's own. The dark face is where such desires can be freely pursued, for only those who truly accept the danger are allowed to enter. We have found that this is the best way to ensure all desires are balanced. No one is hurt or killed except those who are willing to be.
So basically it's like in Fallout 76 now, where in one half of the game you can play along with each other and you really can't hurt each other that much, or you're penalized, or it's
The other
basically
half
free
is
for all.
just free for
battle
all
royale.
fighting and killing and yeah.
Okay.
If that does not suit your preferences, the light face contains an abundance of magnificent vistas and fulfilling recreations enough to satisfy everyone in your crew. I perceive that you are explorers. devoted to science and discovery. If it is knowledge you crave, then simply observing Thalima's very biomes could bring you fulfillment. Or you could observe and interview these visitors to Thalima, whose kind you have not met before, with their permission, of course. In all other respects, the choice is yours. How may Thalima satisfy your will?
Well, we probably ought to check out some of those other visitors. I think that would be in line with our...
Do we know, is any recognized races like Romulans or Klingons or Ferengi?
Not in this area. I mean, it doesn't show you everything everywhere here.
Sure. Like in passing, though, when we walked around.
A few.
Do we see any security?
No.
Oh.
This is supposed to be a pleasure. A shore leave. It's supposed to be a happy, peaceful place, especially where you are right now.
Yeah, but show us Disneyland and there's security there.
Yes.
Well, yeah, but sometimes security isn't visible. You know, do they have...
True, Mickey's got a handgun in the back, yeah.
As for your other question on how they know the Federation or humans or anything like that,
Yes.
we have many friends who know many things and who share their knowledge with us. Their generosity has prepared us to be responsive for the needs of whatever beings we may meet in this vast galaxy.
Ah. Well, okay.
At this point, the captain is waiting for a response in terms of what are you going to do. He was just sending you guys to check the place out and see whether this was appropriate for shore leave or not.
Well, if they stay on the light side, maybe. It's hard to say otherwise.
Okay.
What about you, security? Any of your interest piqued in this?
What?
Any of your interest piqued in this? Any
Are
worries?
you saying it's okay for the captain to authorize shore leave?
I think we should be able to do it.
I'm
Well,
still suspicious, though.
Probably in small numbers.
Yeah.
I did it on K9, or it was K9, it was K7.
K7?
With-
Space Station K7?
Yes. With the Klingons on the ship
Yes.
too, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're right. Okay. So I guess we'll go down first. Be the first small number.
We're already down there, but yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
With Alexander and Alfred.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Or meat shields. I mean, red shirts.
Okay. Well, shall we check out some of the vistas? See what type of...
All right, let's
is there
do
anything natural to this world we could see?
a reason and science check. Difficulty of 1.
Oh, yeah. 16.
Reason.
Reason and science is not me.
I got 16, yeah.
Okay.
You want me to assist?
Should go
Assist, yeah.
assist, yeah.
Okay. I got a
Alright.
6.
Oh, one
Sorry.
success.
Okay. You got 1 success?
Yeah.
I got,
So
yeah.
2 successes.
Okay, so you get 1 momentum. There we go.
Okay.
So, there are pneumatic lifts between the terraces at certain points, but also stairways and mountaineering paths for more intrepid visitors, plus parachutes, gliders, jetpacks, and so forth. There are safety railings and emergency force fields at the terrace edges, except for in areas where jumping off is expected, or on the terraces at low gravity levels for those tailored for flying species. At the inner ends of the terraces, entrances in the cliff face lead to indoor recreational facilities carved into the rock, gyms, theaters, and so forth. The illustration shows only the most basic ground level facilities. There may be interior levels above and below them. Oh,
Dad, you don't know.
poor connection. Maybe it'll come back. Reconnecting. Okay.
Can you try unplugging that Bluetooth thing?
Alright.
I think the audio was better without it on my...
Powering off.
On your end, maybe, but on our end, I don't know.
Can you hear me at this point?
Yes,
there we go.
okay,
That
that's,
should be
that's
fine now.
that should be good. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I can hear you.
All right, it all works better now. Very good.
Okay.
This being the first time we've ever done this, it's going to take some growing pains, I suppose.
Experimenting.
Okay.
So,
All right. Well, let's...
We want to see their medical facility, maybe? In case
hey,
if somebody
that's
gets
an
hurt.
idea.
yeah.
Yeah, let's see see. What if somebody does get hurt? What do you have to fix them up?
Well, what they have at least is a basic, what looks like a medical facility, but since they're not entirely used to humans, it's more meant for other species. Like, they haven't really had any human visitors. They've heard about them. I guess they have a few things, but...
Should we offer Alexander as a, not a guinea pig, but a patient? Do a physical on him.
I don't think they would be set up to do physicals. They'd be more like just setting bones.
Yeah, it's more like an emergency crew in terms of if something does go wrong, they're there to fix it. They're not doing checkups on people. It's not a proper hospital or anything.
Okay then. Doctor, would you want to maybe offer some of your medical database to help them facilitate some of our Federation races?
We'll see a little more before we do that.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I still want to see what, this is different. This place is different. I'm not used to different.
Too good to be true?
Too good to be true, yeah.
Yeah, offering medical things to another group's probably not the best until we know them.
Right.
So as you're exploring, you find a certain door. Let's see. You find one that's on the left and on the right. Yeah, doors on the left and right, and the one on the right just opens for you.
Well, clearly we can't trust that.
Do we see anything from the hallway that we're in?
Like there's the option to choose light and dark face, and as you choose the light face, the right door opens.
Is the right door for light?
As far as you can tell.
Is there anybody else around here to ask?
No.
How are things marked? Is there any languages at all, or some kind of icon or something?
There are a few things just generally translated into English, Federation Standard. I guess they just call it English, but whatever. Common, yeah. When you selected, there's options to select either light face or dark face, and when you selected light face, the right hand door opened.
Okay. Well, we're ready to go in, guys?
Okay. All for one, one for all?
As you go in, each of you feel a sharp pain in your back.
Ow.
Of phaser blast, like stun phaser fire, and you go unconscious.
This is not good.
That didn't work out well.
You wake up in a thickly forested terrace in a small clearing close to the edge. The woods are a rainforest environment, hot, humid, and forbidding. The night sky tells you you're in the dark phase.
I knew there was something wrong with this place.
Although there is limited artificial illumination from light sources in the underside of the next higher terrace, you feel weighed down as if gravity is more than half Earth normal.
Okay, do we have any of our... Was anything taken from us?
No.
Communicators or something?
No, you still have all your stuff.
Can we try and communicate with the ship?
Nothing's reaching. It's just some sort of dampener or something in this area.
Hence what they were trying to hide.
Yes, did you bring your tricorder so we could, I got a tricorder here, we can analyze the area, see if there's a way out or if we can determine where we're at?
You can pretty much see what's directly in front of you, but anything beyond that is just scrambled.
Do the phasers still work?
Yes.
Okay. I'll try to set up my tricorder to start creating a map around us so that as we travel, we know where we've been.
Okay.
Using physical landmarks.
If anything, where you were earlier, your phasers weren't working.
Okay.
But now they work.
Safety mode is off.
Yes.
I feel this is an appropriate time to get a nice long branch and have it ready for a club.
Okay.
Because if we're in the dark and I have a focus on bamboo jitsu, I have something that applies.
All right. There is ambient light. It's very dim light, but not complete darkness. But certainly more foreboding than the light side should be.
So I take my medical tricorder and scan the other two. Do I find anything like they've been injected with anything or
No.
have any? Okay.
No, you
So
were
you
just
guys are
stunned
okay.
into unconsciousness.
Okay, so okay.
I forgot he erased the stress from me from last time.
Yeah, you're still otherwise full health.
Yeah.
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 You hear heavy figures moving through the trees. Soon 3 figures emerge from the clearing, large and strong humanoids with tough blue-gray hides like a rhinoceros and blocky bald heads, dressed in gladiator-like briefs and sandals, plus harnesses and belts for their weapons. And they're clearly out for blood.
Oh.
But I have blood. Uh-oh.
Yes. So if you guys want to start in order rolling attacks.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Which one? Do they all have phasers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoever wants to go first, I mean.
How about security? How about you go first? You have most likely to
I'll
come
go
out.
first.
Yes.
And you know what? Might as well throw in one of those momentum if we got enough.
Oh,
to,
yes. Yes.
Make sure I land the first shot.
All right.
Are they close enough to each other?
Yeah, they're within close range.
Okay. So that means you can probably do a wide
Alright, my
range.
minor action will be charge to make it vicious.
Okay.
Okay.
So I want to put one down with the stun. Well, that's a 1,
Mm-hmm.
a 10, and a 19.
Okay.
So how do I get my chocolate?
If you have some on you, have some. But.
Okay. Well, that is 3 successes.
All right.
Here you go, here's your shot right
Thank
here.
you.
Yeah.
There you go. That gives you 1 momentum, I suppose, since that's
A 1, yeah.
difficulty of 2. Let me get 3 guys out here.
Alright.
Using minis again. Here.
I know, using minis again.
4, 5, 7.
7 damage?
7, yes.
All right. Here, you want to hold on to it. You want to load up Twitch here and check out the stream. All right, so they. Let's see. Yeah, that one's hurt pretty bad.
Let's see what it was downstairs.
I'm gonna say that's the one over here. Yeah. That. Does Langar want to go next? You're lagging a bit, Langar. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to remember how we do.
Okay, so it's going to be control and security, difficulty of 2.
Okay. Difficulty of 2, huh?
Yes.
I better,
You can spend a momentum to get another die.
I better spend a momentum
Okay.
because I've only got 10 on that one.
Right.
Okay.
So you roll 3 dice.
All right. Let me set it up here.
Yeah.
2, 3. Okay. Okay. I got a 19, a 6, and an 8. So
So that's
I got
2 hits.
I got 2 hits. Yeah.
So you manage to succeed. You don't get any momentum back, but you roll damage based on your security rating plus the rating of the weapon.
Okay. So I got 2, and then the phaser's 4.
So you roll 6d6,
66. All right.
and 1s and 2s, and 5s and 6s are 1 but with an effect. Did you want to put an effect on it, like charge or
Yeah. If they're close together, wouldn't be wide.
why?
Multiple. Okay.
Does your weapon have that feature?
Phasers do wide.
Phasers do wide. Okay.
Yes.
Charge.
Yeah. Okay. It'll do wide, but does it like less damage or?
Doesn't
Oh, you're gonna make me pull out the rulebook.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, let's just roll damage and see how many ones, twos, fives, and sixes you get.
Okay. Okay, I got 2 1s, 2 6s, and a 5.
Okay. So
The 6s and the 5.
sixes and 5 are worth 1 with an effect. So your effect goes into play.
Yeah.
So.
Alright, are you ready?
Okay.
Yeah.
The attack affects a wider area and can affect several targets at once. The attack automatically affects any character or damageable object within reach of the initial target. And then one additional target within close range of the initial target for each effect roll. Starting with the next closest is determined by the Game Master. If one or more complications is rolled, the Game Master may choose to use complications to have an ally in the area affected by the attack. A target cannot be hit if it would have been more difficult to hit than the initial target.
Okay. So he rolled 3 effects, so he can hit all 3 of them.
Yeah.
They're all
And,
fairly close
so I got
together.
a total of 1,
So
2,
it's-
3, 4, 5 hits.
Yeah, so it's 5 damage to each of
Okay,
them.
5 damage.
To each of them, which
Right.
kills one.
Okay.
Kills Steel off of Matt there. And the other 2 are
That's
damaged.
alright.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right. While we're waiting for John to come back, I think he's trying to set up the Twitch stream so he can look at the stream on my phone. I'm gonna have one of them retaliate against. Let's see what weapon they have. They have blade. So they're gonna do melee on Weston. So it's gonna be their daring and security opposing to yours.
Daring security.
Yep.
One success.
Okay. They got 3.
Yay!
Yes. So you're gonna take. Three stress damage.
3 stress.
Yes.
Alrighty.
The other one is going to attack Langar.
Uh-oh.
So it's going to be your daring and security, difficulty of 1, versus theirs.
Alright. I got,
I do passive
I got
verification.
2
on
successes.
that.
Both of them are underneath my security. One's a 2 and one's a 1.
Okay, they got a complication.
The 1 gives me 2 successes, does it?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so I got 3 successes.
Not only do you dodge out of the way of his weapon, his blade actually jams itself into the ground because he got a complication. And he's gonna have to spend the next turn trying to rip it back out. John, you're going to attack. You got 2 enemies left.
I'll shoot one of them with a phaser.
Okay.
I'll do it vicious.
Vicious, yeah.
For that.
Okay.
Did you give him a momentum for doing the rolling over?
Oh yes, yes. You did roll past, so you get a momentum.
Okay.
You should get 2 momentum. But anyway, alright.
Well, the difficulty is 1. You got 2 successes, right?
I had 3.
3. Okay, you get another momentum then. Fair
You
enough.
rolled a 1, which is double
Right,
success.
right, right.
Okay. Tiny vicious.
Yes.
12 and 15.
Are either of those below your control security?
It's 11. So now I miss.
You miss.
I'll use a momentum to hit. Reroll.
They're wasting your momentum that you worked so hard to earn.
2
And you
12s.
still miss.
No. Oh, short by 1. Okay, no.
Oh, gosh.
All right. Since they've both gone, we'll go back to Weston. You got 1 in front of you.
They're damaged.
Alright.
They're close enough together, you can get 2 of them.
There's 2 left, correct?
Yes.
Let's use wide this time. Area.
All right.
That is, with my hand phaser focus, 3 successes.
Okay. You get 1
Three and a
momentum.
7.
How do they know you're telling the truth?
Trust. If I roll 15 ones in a row, they're going to question it.
If it were D&D, that'd be terrible. But in this game,
Yeah, I don't think I'll use this roller for D&D.
4,
No.
5,
Low.
7 damage.
okay. You killed another one.
Boom, boom, boom.
Stunned, not lethal.
Oh, stun. Unconscious. Right. If you killed them, that'd give me more,
This is like
threat.
Pokemon.
Yes. Federation
Yeah.
doesn't kill people. Unless you're Discovery or starting Picard. But we're not getting into that right now.
Yeah, no, this is slaughter. We have another viewer somewhere. Hello.
Hello, welcome to. Langar, attack the last guy.
Okay.
Don't need to use wide because you have one enemy left.
Let's see. Okay.
Vicious.
Use vicious, yes.
Okay, I got one success. Is that enough?
Depending on what you're trying to do. Are you trying to do melee? He is in melee range of you. Are you just trying to hit him? Or are you trying to shoot at him?
I was going to try and shoot at him, but
Well, that would miss.
well, I'm going to go.
You already said you're going to shoot at him and you
Yeah,
missed,
I'm
so
gonna
you
shoot at him.
can't take it back.
Point of
You want to use momentum to re-roll?
reroll.
One or
Just one.
just one?
I mean,
Okay.
I've got one success.
Yeah. You re-roll the other one.
It's carrying and security. That's 10. I got 10.
You no control security. If you're trying to shoot at him.
Oh, control.
You said you're going to shoot at him.
Same
That's-
thing.
Okay, same thing. Okay. So what'd you get?
I concur.
I got I got another success.
Okay. So now you mash. Now you're going to roll damage.
Right. Okay. So again, that's
66.
All right. Let's see.
And with vicious, the effect is if 5s or 6s are worth an
Okay.
extra point of damage.
I got 2 5s, a 6, and a 1.
So those 5s and 6s are worth 2 each.
Okay, so I got 6.
6 damage.
Yeah, 6 plus 1.
That was just enough. That was just enough to kill him. Well,
Okay.
stun him. Stun him. Stun him.
Yeah. Yeah, I stunned.
He is stunning.
Okay. We succeeded. We loot the bodies. I mean, we check out what they are and who they are.
This is the most D&D we've gotten in this game, yes.
Yes. They are Corborode mercenaries.
That doesn't. Do they have any like thing on them to indicate that they know more about this place than we do? Like they've been here before?
They're armored.
Communicator or anything?
No, they just have a blade.
Okay. So no other like keys or devices to communicate or something.
No. No.
That may work for us. Okay.
No.
All right. So we tie
Well,
them
I
up
think
and
it's a
put them
good
on
idea to take one of the blades just in case.
Okay, it's melee, obviously. It's worth, at least for them, it's worth 4. So I guess 2. Yeah. On its own, it's 2. So you add your
Security.
yeah, 2d6 or whatever. Yeah, you add your security. Vicious 1, size one-handed.
And I'm sure it's lethal and causes threat.
Oh yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'll let him deal with that.
What's the blade
We'll
called?
take one with that.
It's just called blade.
Blade.
Or otherwise we know it's knife.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
And each one had one, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we can each take a knife.
Gotta have a knife with you.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take an A if we don't plan on using it. We'll take
Yeah.
it.
We can always give it to Alfred Crewman.
There we go, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you all have basic facers anyways, but, you know. So you see a third alien, or fourth alien, actually. An older, scarred one with the air of a seasoned veteran. Why are you here, if not to kill or risk dying? That is the only reason to come to the dark face.
How long you been here?
Oh, I don't know anymore. There's no real way of telling time here.
Yeah, casinos.
It's eternal darkness.
Well,
How many
we
times have
tricked.
you slept? How about that?
I lost
We
count.
didn't. We didn't intend to come here. We were tricked.
My name is Bovakan. Don't worry, I won't hurt you. I come here to fight, yes, but unlike the others, I'd never take on anyone who didn't choose to take the risk. This is a grave abuse of a noble system. There are strict rules that should keep anyone unwilling from being sent here. Something must have gone wrong. I guess I'll have to help you get back to the rim in one piece, then report this anomaly to the Thelemians. You'd never make it on your own. It's a very long climb. There are many dangers. Don't worry. I know the lay of the land very well. I can get you safely back where you belong.
Can I do an inside check on him? Well, maybe I shouldn't.
Let's do insight and...
Security?
Insight security. Difficulty of 2.
I got a 14 there.
Okay.
Let's see.
Who anyone wants to
doctor.
assist?
Doctor, yeah.
Yeah.
He's got 14.
Assist?
So. Yeah.
Nothing.
They didn't get any successes? Anybody?
I did not.
So he's assisted.
Yeah.
He assisted, he got nothing, yeah.
Roll
2
7
successes.
Cool.
2 successes?
And,
Yes.
You believe he is telling the truth.
Okay.
okay.
What race was he?
Choice.
He just said he was Bovakan. His name was Bovakan.
What's your race?
He's also a Korobode.
What are Corbo? Oh, they're
Korobode. The guys, yeah.
half bird, half.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The guys who fought you, he's one of them.
What's he armed with?
He has a blade as well, the same. Actually, a heavy blade.
Okay.
Heavy blade does 1 extra damage.
Ooh.
And it's 2-handed. It's more like a bat left, I suppose.
Okay.
So meanwhile, back on the ship, because this mission actually splits you guys up in terms of what's going on in the ship versus what's going on the planet. The captain is asking Vishahara why he can't contact his crew. Suddenly, they just disappeared. You can't scan for them. You don't know where they are. You can't get them to respond to you. Vishahara insists that you did select the light face, and that was the last thing that she knew about it. That it would be impossible for anyone to enter the dark face unless someone in the group wanted to.
Why are you looking at me like that?
It has more effect than looking at the other screens.
Yeah. There you go, blame Alfred, yeah.
Yeah.
Dirty mind.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Well, can he tell if she's lying?
He can tell that she is, at least as far as she knows, you couldn't enter the dark face unless you wanted to. Like, as far as she knows, so there's...
Who qualifies whether or not you want to?
The artificial intelligence on board. No, you didn't really have to make a check for this, because on the episode Shore Leave in the original series, Omicron Delta could read the thoughts of its visitors and recreate whatever they desired. This is a very similar planet. And that she concludes, if you entered the dark face, you must have done so with your own free choice, and that she would not interfere.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, well...
So there is a workload. So technically you'd have like copies of yourselves or alternate characters you'd be playing on the ship that's trying to investigate the planet.
Okay.
But that's an extended work task.
Ooh.
So I'm going to skip that.
Okay.
And we're going to Act 3.
You just succeeded, right?
You just succeeded.
Okay, what did we get for that?
Okay, on the ship, your characters don't know this, but on the ship,
Our alter egos.
you managed to question the artificial intelligence controlling the system. And it says, I am programmed only to permit dark-face entry to guests who genuinely desire and consent to travel there. My neurological scans are precise and infallible with humanoid life and most other known sentient forms. If the guests in question did not desire entry to the dark phase, I would not have admitted them.
And now, do all three of us have to be, or just one?
Just one. Apparently, if anyone in the party, even one person,
which is all backward, it should have to be all three.
That might have been me.
Now, if we were in the light phase,
You want some shooting buttons?
would we be able to communicate with our ship?
I thought of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
yeah.
If we were in the light phase, would we be able to communicate with our ship? That's the question. Or is that blocked
Yes,
everywhere?
you would be able to communicate if you were in the light phase, but everything's locked out in the dark phase.
Okay.
They can't
Except our
scan.
phasers.
They can't. It's like your phasers. Your phasers work. In the light phase, they wouldn't work.
Okay, well, I think you can assume we ended up in the dark phase.
So yes, what you would have gotten from the persuasion task and so on to convince the computer it was an error, it says, the desire I sensed within them to enter the dark phase was genuine, even if they did not overtly declare it. Desire is willingness. Willingness may be considered consent. It is not full consent, no, but I must obey my programming to fulfill the desires of all guests. Some dark phase guests desire the opportunity to kill unconsenting persons. To reconcile this desire with the Lehman imperative to ensure consent for the dark phase entry, it became necessary to include partial or ambivalent consent among admissible results. Only then would the equation balance.
Oh.
Yeah. They need to work on their administration.
And it has how much experience with our races?
Seems to be significant enough to know how to bend the rules a bit. A
It would
lot.
have been nice if we were informed that it only took somebody who was a little dark side, probably our security guy.
Seems like he admitted to it, yeah.
Yeah, to get us into the wrong place. All right, we're stuck here. How do we get out?
Okay. So,
I'll see the counselor if we get back.
alright, yeah.
Our Vulcan counselor.
We gotta follow Bobacon. Yeah.
So this is going to be a fitness and security difficulty of 2, but with a complication range of 5. So if you roll anything between 15 and 20, it's a complication.
Ouch. Wow. So who's rolling this? Or all each rolling?
All of you are rolling this. You're basically climbing the rocky outface to escape this area.
Okay.
2 successes.
All right, you make progress.
1 success.
Okay, want to try re-rolling one?
Sure.
Spend a momentum, re-roll one.
I'm going to use my
Another success.
Okay.
my join talent to gain a focus of survival.
Okay.
Would that include mountain climbing or whatnot?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
So I got 2 successes now.
Very good.
Okay, that's 1 success.
Okay.
I'm going to use a.
Yes.
I'm going to use another.
Two more momentum. This is the last year
I'm
momentum.
sorry.
You spent all the momentum.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to die on this. I was so close to a 1. But 2 successes.
Okay. So this time, it's going to be the same thing, but with difficulty of 1, but still complication of 5.
Okay. I used up all our momentum. Sorry.
I got 2 successes.
All right.
Nice of you.
So you get 1 momentum.
Hey, look at that.
I'm going to take that momentum for my 20 here.
Fair enough. I got 1 success.
Okay.
John, I need you to get some more momentum.
He only got the 1.
I only got 1 success.
Oh. Oh boy.
I don't know if you can see, but it's a 20 and a 3.
Ouch. Ouch. Ouch.
I re-rolled the 20 to get a 20.
Oh. Oh.
Pathfinder, that would have been awesome.
Yes. Let's see.
I'm playing the halfling, I guess.
Yeah.
Take 4 stress as you fall back and slam further down. You're going to have to go back to the 2 difficulty again.
4 stress.
They also expect you
Roll it
to.
again.
This is ridiculous. They also expect you to be fighting more of the other guys you were fighting earlier if you fail. I'm like, no. Fighting is hard enough, let alone climbing.
And slows everything down.
Yes.
So I'm doing this twice again?
Yes. Difficulty 2.
This time.
This time. Yes.
That's a 1. That's a 10.
Okay. So you got 2 successes?
Three.
3 successes. Okay, you get a momentum. You're probably going to need it next time.
So the next one is 1.
Next one is 1 difficulty, yes.
That's a 1. That's an 11.
Okay.
So 3 successes again.
3 successes.
So
All
it's 2
right.
extra.
So 2 extra.
We're back up to 3 momentum.
Yes.
Yay!
Oh, fun.
We need like a big abacus behind you guys for the momentum for us here in the virtual realm.
That might be helpful, although reaching back and trying to figure all that out, I don't know.
That's okay.
We can just get a kid's toy and you can put it down there.
We can figure out something. Okay, anyway.
We'll just say, if you ask how much momentum, we'll tell you how much you currently have.
Well, we can see that we have something.
Yes.
We
Yes.
still know how much.
Oh, here we go.
That's
Can you
cool.
spread it out?
See. I see sheets.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, neither of you probably are watching the stream right now, though, because of...
Well, no, they have the camera,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but that's...
I
Okay.
can watch the stream, but it's confusing.
Yeah, let's not do that. We don't need
We
to
don't want to
delay it.
jeopardize the cameras. No.
We'll just say, if you need momentum, I'll tell you how many you currently have.
Anyways, get up there.
As you near the top, Bovakin pulls his large weapon on you. You didn't think I was... I'm not going to use the old guy voice. It really hurts my voice.
You didn't think that.
No, I did not think of that well through. You didn't really think I was helping you out of altruism, did you? The dark place is no place for that. No, I'm a procurer. See, the Thalemans say that not everyone... to let everyone do everything they want, but only to willing people. So what about those of us who enjoy preying on the unwilling? It's a gap in the Thaleman system I profit heavily from filling. What you faced before were tests, to see if you were good enough to put on a worthy show for this discerning audience, and a warm-up to get you in the right frame of mind. My clients tell me you Starfleet types only fight when provoked, so I had to provoke you. Now the rest is up to you.
So do we see anyone else around us?
There are 3 more of his kind approaching from the shadows.
How many?
3 more.
3.
3 more.
So basically like the same as last time.
Plus 1. Is he attacking us?
No.
Okay.
He just has his weapon drawn. He's standing behind you with his weapon drawn, kind of like, if you want to, try to avoid this.
Where's the cliff?
The cliff is like right there.
So what I'm saying is, can we just push him off?
I mean, it's a little further behind, but I'll just kind of, I'll make a line about here.
In sand, yeah.
No, I understand.
Where is he?
He is, I'm getting a mini out for him.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I'll just get a Cardassian out for him. Not that it matters, but he's, basically got his weapon drawn behind, Lengar at the moment.
Oh, gee, that's nice. I'm too old to die. Okay.
So now we're fighting again?
Alright.
There is either that, or you can go back to the rescue efforts on the ship. Basically 2 different options. Which one do you want to do?
Well, eventually we're going to end up having to fight, but let's do the rescue thing.
Well, they can rescue us, beam us up before they actually attack us. Then we have to fight.
Okay. So, on the ship...
Our clones, I mean...
Our
Yes,
doppelgangers on the
yes,
ship.
yes. Using the same stats of your main characters, yeah.
Okay, this is a spheroid type thing. Have we figured out, exactly where the dark side is.
Yes, you can tell that. It's just a matter of penetrating the sensors and then getting a control lock. So it's going to be reason plus science, difficulty of 4.
Reading science. Okay, I got 16. You got 16.
Yes, aided by the ship's sensors and science.
Okay, so the ship will not.
The ship will aid. Yes.
Sensors, science. That's 14, but I reduced difficulty with you.
Yes. So difficulty of 3 then.
Huzzah! So me.
Okay, I got 2 successes on that one. Reason and science.
Well, unfortunately, it's me being out by the ship, not by you, right? Or is it?
Yes,
on me?
I mean, do you want him to mainly do it? Because it looked like that might be better.
Well,
He just got 2 successes.
Yeah.
How many do you get?
I mean, I got a 5 out of 11. So they're both having successes. So that's also 2.
Okay.
Unless you want to include, I don't know, one of my transfer replicator quantum mechanics.
Let's just say you matched.
Okay, and then the ship then.
No. You just.
Okay.
No.
So 4 successes. But since we're not using the ship sensors, then
Yeah.
we
You
just
matched.
used 2 of us.
Yeah.
We matched. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Good enough.
All right.
So, in order to beam them up, you need control plus engineering, assisted by the ship's engines plus con. Or if you want to do control plus engineering with another player.
I control engineering is
Control engineering.
14.
I've got 9.
Control engineering?
Yes.
That's 13.
All right, so me, and then it's the engines and what?
Engines and con.
God. Okay, so it's 11 for the ship. I'll do the ship first. Dark blue.
I thought you were going to allow us to use a person who has better specs.
Apparently he's picking the ship.
Well, the ship got a 4, so
The ship got a success.
There?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. That's 1 success. I'm going to use momentum to roll one of these.
Uh-huh.
That's another success. So 3 total.
Okay, you match.
What happened?
Okay. You get a lock, but you also get a hail from Visarasa.
Oh, hail!
She says, we regret that you have compelled us to employ active measures to protect our guests' privacy. We intend you no harm, but we require you to assist your efforts if you wish to remain our guests. If you not stand down, you will not be allowed to remain within censure range of Flelima. Any personnel from your ship remaining here will be shuttled back to you upon their departure. We dislike imposing your freedom of action in any way, but you have left us no option. The privacy of our guests is paramount, especially on the dark phase.
Yeah, we don't want our people there, and you're not getting them out now. So we're taking them out. Can you beam them out?
No.
Well, then we're getting them out.
So this is going to be now that you have scanned them, you found them. They seem to be in the middle of combat. In order to beam them up without messing things up, it's going to be control plus engineering, difficulty of 3, assisted by the sensors and engineering,
Okay.
and that's after reduction.
You
If you're
get the
using
tricorder up to the database again.
That worked so well last
Inside
time.
out, it exploded.
So sensors and what else?
The ship's sensors and engineering,
So
your
13.
control and engineering.
14.
Yes.
All right. 14. All right, that's 3 successes for me,
Okay.
and not from the ship. So 3 successes.
You match.
Huzzah!
You're successfully beamed off the planet.
Phew.
Your doppelgangers. See, this expects a larger group, and actually, unlike the previous mission you complained about, Matt, actually gives things for both groups to do. If you're still on the ship, yeah.
Okay.
It's so relatively little on the ship, though.
Yes, but when you only have 3 people, and it's like 3 go down to the planet, who else is going to stay on the ship the same 3 people?
Because we could actually be in 2 places at once. So cool.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. eventually they expose the Hamasaur as the one that shot you, the other attendant that led you to Viscerasa.
So okay.
Yeah.
So we were actually going into light side.
You were going into light side. He shot you unconscious and dragged you into the dark side, and only allowed you because one of you were curious.
Sorry.
It kind of assumes that someone on the party is going to be like that, though. But if no one is, and they honestly say, "I have no interest in going to the dark side," then the mission's over.
Yeah.
There's no excuse for it. I don't know. That's why I wanted to get through as quickly as possible, skipping certain things, and it's like, I don't know.
We technically did the mission.
And
in 1 hour, too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, in a real Star Trek universe, of course, they'd have other kind of pitfalls, but they would once they got their mind to getting them out, they would have gotten them out. It's not unrealistic for Star Trek.
Right.
Yeah.
So the final thing that the Viscerasa says, you may leave if you so desire, but those who contracted with you for the delivery of the Starfleet officers will probably desire to confront you about your failure. If that is their will, and if they choose to punish you violently, that is their choice. And so long as it is off the Lima, we can do nothing to affect it. However, the Federation has a different morality, one that would compel it to protect all lives. If it were your will to surrender to their custody, I'm sure it would be their will in turn to ensure your survival. So this is basically Viscerasa telling Hamasaur to turn himself into Starfleet for breaking Starfleet rules. Next chapter.
Rules too.
Maybe
Forces
move
to go.
further in that direction because he can barely see you on the
Oh,
screen.
sorry. Sure. I'll just shuffle this. There we go. I could be over. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, just,
that better? I don't know. I mean,
I can see fine.
okay.
but David's lovely face. He's hidden behind the.
Oh, I like to hide my face. It's not that good. Anyways,
I am used to being behind the screen with him, so it's not a problem.
episode 6, Footfall. Footfall.
All right, hold on. We got ambushed. We went to the dark side. We got into a fight with some gladiators.
You already have 2 momentum, okay? You're gonna start
I'm
this.
just saying.
You're gonna start this with 2 momentum because there's no point in. The only reason I'm doing 2 because that one's short, and we haven't played in a while. And I wanted to, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is finally the first next gen mission, and all the rest of them afterward will be next gen, which is what we were playing anyway. Captain's log, starting 44218 or 281.5. We have been ordered to the planet Ashgrave 4, also known as Footfall, on what I hope will turn out to be a minor diplomatic mission. The planet is considered neutral, even though it is in Federation space, and attracts many pilgrims from several different species and faiths. They say it is a holy place, so Starfleet decided a light touch and open access is the best way to not cause offense. Our orders are to find and apprehend a militant group that has committed acts of vandalism, not something that usually requires a starship, but with the place a potential tinderbox. I'm not surprised the Federation governor is being very careful. I've already noticed an increase in religious activity on the ship, and many of the more religious members of the crew have asked for shore leave when we get there. If we are lucky, the presence of a starship will remind this militant group they need to calm down. Otherwise, they will be walking a very fine diplomatic line. I only hope the rumors of the place inspires calm and tranquility are not unfounded.
Since we
Yeah,
found out last
question.
one.
Yes.
Is this Jerusalem?
No.
It's a highly religious area, really contested,
Yes.
and a militant group.
Because you said many species.
I mean,
live there.
metaphorically.
Mm-hmm.
Who considers is there a native species that consider religious? Why does everyone else do?
Hang on, I gotta go.
Restroom?
No, paper towel.
Oh, paper towel. Okay.
Follow us for the game?
No, I'll come back.
Okay.
I just had a little phlegm. I had a little phlegm.
That's Flimka Little Hopper. Anyway.
Anyways, this mission actually is supposed to have a prelude of sorts for each player to kind of describe what they would do in a religious sense. So as a human, you can do pretty much any human religion you want. You know, pick one, whatever your character would follow. But there's no...
Bajoran would follow the prophets.
Bajoran would follow the prophets. trills would follow perhaps some previous religion or faith that one of their previous hosts had. Obviously, Ferengi want money. You focus on your money.
Money changers.
Yes.
They got kicked out of the temple.
They actually, what was it called? They talked about the Ferengi afterlife.
Well, they believe in the material river or something like that.
It was something, all their profits are added up. Now I gotta look this up.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, I remember Nog describing to O'Brien the notion of like the material river of some sort, where like you need to jump onto the river, profit, and then get back off. And if you're able to, go around it, because basically he traded off Cisco's desk to somebody else in order to get something else, and then, yeah.
Oh, and all of your stress.
Yes, their hell was the vault of eternal destitution.
Okay, so all your stress damage has been healed since the new episode.
Of course. Get rid of my survival.
Yes.
Okay.
I should have religion in my focus immediately.
So
The
you.
material continuum.
Okay. You beam down to the surface of Ashgrave 4. You arrive at an open plaza in the center of the only colony on the planet. The place is bustling with activity. The area is full of all manner of shops selling religious trinkets and paraphernalia of every type, of every denomination.
There's a lot.
Yeah. People here seem calm and happy, and several will offer various blessings and greetings of religious nature to you.
Takes a while.
They also note that there are a variety of species here, many of whom do not traditionally get along well, but all of whom seem to be acting quite harmoniously. So for all the barren landscapes, the view is breathtaking. Something about this place feels grand, humbling, and inspiring all at the same time. The wide open canyons and spaces and huge clear sky make it look as if you can see the whole universe. And at night, the sky is full of stars underlying this feeling. In fact, it is so powerful, you gain 1 momentum each, just for showing up.
Wow.
Fascinating.
It's momentous.
Oh,
Yes, you're in awe.
Aww.
No, the other kind.
Ooh.
That's better.
That was a joke from George of the Jungle?
Yes.
Yes. The movie.
This is the movie.
Okay. So, are we expected to go to some...
There is a
Ceremony?
Federation administration building.
Okay.
So there is basically a diplomat kind of
Embassy.
a Federation embassy on here. You can go to Commander Chahal's office. Commander details the incident in question, showing the away team's security footage. You see a group of civilians from a few different species running through the main street late at night. They seem unconcerned they're being caught on camera, maybe even want to be. They use bats and tools to break the windows open of most shops. But while they do encounter other civilians, they seem careful not to hurt anyone else.
Okay.
So it's just vandalism. It's not... Yeah.
Are they stealing or they're just breaking stuff?
They're just breaking stuff. They don't seem to be stealing. They don't seem to be actually hurting anyone. They're just vandalizing.
Does it seem to be...
Familiar.
It was a broad spectrum vandalizing or a specific...
Broad spectrum.
Okay.
The time of a monk or something?
Did it seem like they themselves were part of this or insect?
They are an away team of Federation officers.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, no, civilians, sorry. They're just civilians from several species.
Were they apprehended?
No. They just had security footage of them. But they do know that the group is led by a human woman named Annalisa Duval, a new but outspoken member of the community. She has often insisted that more people be allowed to visit Footfall. Duval's original group had no name and was just a small commune outside the main colony. They are now calling themselves the Voice of Purity and are insisting everyone on the planet bring their beliefs in line with theirs. While these beliefs are actually pretty close to the common core of most religions, no one is happy about anyone else telling them their faith is wrong.
Consistent, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Chahal insists you need to locate the voice of purity and insists they stop their activity. He, uh, he hopes they'll listen to reason, but if they don't, further steps might have to be taken.
So it's kind of like the previous one where you can do whatever you want as long as you're not hurting each other.
Yeah.
But it's with religion instead of recreation.
Yes.
So, are we getting our Deus Vult on for this one?
Find out where this voice of purity.
They have the location of the old colony, so you might be able to find some information of where they moved since then.
What was that again, Matt?
Sounds good.
What did you say again before that?
I was saying we're getting our Deus Vult on.
Okay.
Okay. They may be hiding in the nearby hills that are riddled with caves.
Do we get Dune Boogie?
No.
Oh. Do we get rides or we do have to walk?
You can walk. I mean, or you can beam closer to the location, but you know, I mean, it's.
Figure that some local form of transportation.
It seems like most things are close enough to walk to, at least the way they're designed.
Okay.
I guess we can walk, see what we see on the way.
All right. So it's several kilometers outside the main colony.
Never mind, we transport.
You don't want to walk several kilometers, do you? No.
We got plenty of
It
energy.
seemed to me twice this morning.
Yeah. So, when they last went there, they found the place was abandoned. You're welcome to check it out. As you beam there, you find it neat and orderly, but still abandoned.
Can we use the ship sensors to see if there was any life signs there recently?
There are life signs in the caves near the commune, just as Chahal suspected. However, the mineral deposits in the rocks and the small size of the group makes it hard to specifically determine their location.
Of course.
You'll have to hike around the area with tricorders in order to get a more precise fix.
Can we track them?
I mean, you have a general idea of where they're supposed to be, but in order to know exactly where they are, you need to travel the area with tricorders. They'd be able to get through the interference of the minerals.
Right.
Can we have transported down to us a dune buggy? So we can traverse the area faster.
Sure.
Picard had one.
Picard had a dune buggy, yeah, sure. You're in Next Generation now. There was no... I don't think there was really an indication of, like, things like that in the original series, though, right? So I don't recall them really having any vehicles on the original series. So anyways.
Other than shuttlecraft.
Other than shuttlecraft,
I mean,
yeah.
they had the original shuttlecraft stuff.
Yeah, but not like dune buggy like they did in, what was it, Insurrection?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, as you get closer
I thought
to...
you were about the banana splits. Anyway.
I'm just saying a very low powerful phaser and coming off a shuttlecraft just sweep everything and knock them all out.
See, they're inside the
Kinda like a
caves. They're inside the caves. You'd just be causing a cave in and maybe collapsing it, either suffocating or crushing them. But this idea is supposed to be, as Federation, diplomatic.
Yes.
Diplomatic first, and then imprisonment later. Preferably not killing. Your Federation.
We're not directly killing them.
Wow, you did belong on the dark side.
Some guy said he was my father. I don't know.
Alright. So, you detect odd energy readings near the potential location of the hideout. Whoever is currently using a tricorder need an insight plus science, difficulty of 1.
Oh, yeah. It's 11 for me. Doctor?
Insight science.
Oh, yeah.
I got a 12.
Oh,
Okay.
You
I got
17.
15.
15?
16, no, 16.
16, apparently.
Well, in science only is 15. Right.
15,
I'm looking
15.
at medicine, sorry.
15. Insight science, difficulty of 1.
Okay.
I guess I'm assisting.
Do the main,
Sure.
You're a main, he's assisting.
and I'll roll it. Okay.
One
I got,
success.
Okay.
6 and 17, so I got 1.
Okay, you get 1 momentum then. Technically, you are maxed out right now. Technically. I mean, I think we've broken out a few times to put out extra tokens, but...
Because we need it.
Yes.
Okay.
This energy is nothing like you've seen before. It appears to be all around you. As you continue to scan, the readings vanish. Suddenly, several life forms appear and begin moving toward your position. If you want to spend a momentum to find out more information...
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are the life forms?
You believe that the energy didn't just vanish, it appeared to coalesce into the life readings.
Some midichlorians.
There are rocky areas and commune buildings to provide cover. If you want to take cover, or you want to just rush in and shoot them.
You don't want to shoot them. They haven't been proven hostile yet.
Can we tell how many there are?
Let's see. There are 3.
Conveniently.
Conveniently, yes, there are 3. They are 2 meters tall. They're covered in thick red skin, and they bear vicious horns, sharp teeth, and claws.
Like demons?
If you're familiar with such things.
I've read a lot of books.
Are they a sentient species?
They appear to be running at you on all 4s.
So there appears to be animals in the area.
They at least have some sort of enough sentience to be able to say, target, kill. You know?
Okay.
Yeah. Since you see them,
So I'd like to shoot.
since you see them coming, yes, we go through the same order, I suppose.
Okay.
Oh, John's gonna get actual D&D minis because demons. So let's see. 2 meters would be. I don't care. I guess it doesn't really matter.
All right. Well, I'll spend one of those momentum.
Okay, momentum. Getting another die. Control and security.
For a charge with area.
Oh.
They'll come back. There we go. Oh, area shot. Okay.
Yes, please.
You know, it sounds on my end is getting real raspy. I don't know if you're.
We lost. You're standing still on your footage, Dad.
Yeah, poor connection. So what'd you get, Matt?
5 successes.
5 successes. All right. That's
It's really nice having that hand phaser focus.
Yes. That would give you another 3 momentum then. You're hitting all 3, or?
We'll see how many effects I get.
Yeah.
I at least get 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 6 damage with 4 effects.
Okay, so all of them get hit. You get 6 damage. All right.
Oh man, you're really low resolution right now.
They're all still up.
Yeah.
Langar, old man, do you want to try fighting next? You gonna do a widespread? Maybe spend a momentum to attack? Yeah.
And,
Momentum for another die?
spend a momentum for an extra die, yeah.
Yep, okay.
Okay. Let's see, what was the...
It's control and security, difficulty of 2.
Okay, let's see, that's 10. I only got 1 success there.
Okay.
I need to spend another...
You'd spend
Can I spend 1?
One momentum to reroll 1 die.
1 momentum to reroll 1.
Okay. And no success.
Okay, you missed then.
I
Okay.
missed, yeah.
How about you spend this time then to redo your connection?
Okay. So I need to drop.
You can drop the call and then we'll respond back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, click back. Tap that. Here we go.
Wait, that's better.
Hopefully, yes. Okay, you're much better now. Yes.
Yeah, your sound's back.
All right. Obviously, something happened in the connection there. John.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Alan. Rex.
Okay, I'm
Alan.
going to spend 1 to get an extra die.
Yep.
1 success.
Okay, you want to re-roll?
Reroll 1. Still the same, yep.
Okay, so only your security officer hit them. Now it's their turn.
That makes sense, yeah.
First one runs up to Weston. Yeah, he's only got unarmed strikes, so it's going to be his daring security versus your daring security.
I got 2 successes.
As did he. So you're just tied. You're pretty much like not really grappling each other, but neither one did anything. All right, next guy. Moving up to Langar. Langar, it's going to be daring security, difficulty 1.
Oh, how nice. Oh, this is difficulty 1. I got a success, and I need to spend a moment.
Oh boy, okay.
You rolled 20?
Yeah, I rolled 20.
Okay, we'll roll it again.
Okay, I got 2 successes.
Again, match. So nothing happens.
Okay.
Last guy.
Am I a demon?
Yes.
Daring security?
Yes.
2 successes.
As did he, so nothing happens.
Wrong.
Okay.
Right. So back to you guys. I guess our security officer first. They're all within melee range of you. Or at least of each of you.
Alright. Does that... I can't remember if that adds difficulty or not.
I think it adds 1 difficulty because they're in close range.
Alright, so it's a 3?
Yes, control security, difficulty 3.
Do we still have our blade kicks?
How much momentum do we have?
You still have your blades. You have 2 momentum right now.
Because we each tried to re-roll them and we failed.
You still have the blades from the last mission. If
Yeah,
you...
Oh, we're just carrying those around?
Yes.
I would rather just use the bludgeon I got.
Okay.
It's
More
non-lethal.
damage than a blade?
Well, considering these are demons, I think Starfleet can basically take a pass to, you know, demonic beings.
Does Federation really believe in that?
Some people in the Federation
Not
do.
according to Picard.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to swing with the bludgeon because it has knockdown.
Okay.
But they'll get up again.
14. 2 successes.
Okay. Well, they rolled a 1 and a 20, so
2 successes, but a complication?
yes. So you hit anyways? You hit anyways.
Sure.
There's probably a rule somewhere in the book, but heck with it.
The complications are rather lenient in terms of whatever the GM decides is a complication.
Nebulous.
Alright.
Yeah.
So it's 5 damage,
Okay.
and they're knocked down unless they remove 3 threat.
Okay. They're still up. Well, still alive.
But a prone.
Yes. They are prone. Alright. Langar?
Give us advantage?
No, there's no advantage in this game.
Oh, they're prone. Okay. All of them prone? Just one?
Just the one.
Just the one, okay.
Okay, so if you want to
I'm
do
not that good. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. His stick's only so big.
control security is going to be a difficulty of 3, but you still have the dagger, the weapon.
Yeah.
Daring and security still be difficulty of 1 versus their daring security.
Okay, you said control and security.
That'd be difficulty of 3 if you want to shoot them.
Oh, okay. No. Well, I'm going to stab at him.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Okay.
I'll say
I got
any
1
threat
success on that.
given to that will be to get him back up. Okay, the only thing they're going to spend the threat on that's caused by your weapon is for him to get back up. That way, you don't have to worry about the threat making it worse for you, really.
They're using lethal blades.
Yes.
I need to spend some momentum.
Okay.
Just one. I mean,
Just
that's
one?
20, but I only got one success.
Okay, you got well. Let's see what he gets. He got one success as well, so yes, you're going to need to get another success.
And I failed, so.
Okay,
Nope.
nothing happens.
Nothing happened.
All right,
Not
last.
a visitor.
Hello, Porthos. Okay.
Porthos.
Not Porthos.
No.
Okay. I'm going to stab at thee.
Okay.
That is one success.
They got 2.
So it just means I missed still, right?
Yeah, it still means you missed. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see anything about them being able to get an attack by doing more. It's like no.
I'm not going to bother to reroll that one then. Huh?
No. All right. It is
Yeah,
their
you're still in this.
It is their turn. The one that's fallen spends 3 threat that would have been earned by the lethal attacks to get back up, and does another attack against Weston. So daring and security difficulty 1,
2 successes.
and they missed.
Yay.
Middle one against Lengar.
Okay. Oh. I need to roll one. I got 20.
Okay, last momentum, last one.
Alright, I got 2 successes.
Yeah, they got 3.
Wow.
So you're gonna
That's
take
the case over there. The case is.
the go up case. Oh
Yeah.
yes, I see it. There we go. That's better.
Alright, how much stress?
Ooh.
5 stress as their claws slash into you.
Ouch.
Physician, heal thyself.
Last one against Rex.
Blade. 2 successes.
They also got 2 successes. So nothing happens. Okay, back to Weston. Kill this guy. You're so close.
Alright.
Daring and security, I assume.
Yeah.
All right.
Stabby stab.
3 successes.
They only got 2. Roll damage.
Finally.
Club 'em. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with 1 effect.
They are
Spend a threat. You don't want to be knocked down.
They are knocked unconscious. Okay, Lengar, attack the one in front of you.
Good.
Okay. Well. 2 successes.
Okay, let's see what they get. They only got, well, they also got 2. I'm sorry. So nothing happens.
Alright.
They have very high daring security.
Probably do. Blade. 1 success.
Mm-hmm. They got 2.
Alright.
Okay. And you had no momentum left, so
Yeah, no.
Do you have any determination?
Alright.
you each have determination. Actually, let's make it, you have 2. Because you didn't use them from the last mission. You have 2 points of determination.
We all start off with 3, I think.
3?
Wait, we're turning over determination?
Yeah, we're carrying over determination because we're playing these back to back. Because you didn't use it last time. Each session is supposed to have a point of determination for each character.
Only 1?
Yeah. I guess you can accrue them over time if you didn't spend them.
So you got 2, okay.
You got 2.
I don't think you're supposed to do that.
Well, you know what? You're not doing so well here, so let's just do it for tonight.
I'll go, Nova.
John wasn't going to reroll?
Oh. Alright. Well, you can use a determination. No, that's a human thing.
It's a human thing. You have to do that stuff. You can use determination. You get an automatic 1.
Oh. Well, I'll do that then. I'll get 3 successes.
Okay, then roll damage.
Okay, good. Let's see. Good. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage.
Okay, he's down. One left.
I thought we got all 3 of them.
No,
4?
there's 3. He killed one. He just used a determination to kill the one in front of him.
Yours is still alive.
Yours is still alive, and it's going to attack you. So I need a daring and security, difficulty 1.
Of course. Ooh, I got 3 successes.
And they only got 2, so you managed to avoid the attack. Guess we'll go back to Weston then. Kill the last one off.
All right. I will club that thing.
Uh-huh.
We got any momentum left?
No momentum left.
All right. I need to
Yeah,
generate some
determination.
momentum.
You do have determination still.
All right. I got 1 success and a complication.
Yeah?
You want to use
Yeah.
your determinations, or did you get the human thing with the use a determination to get 3 momentum?
No, I did not take that
Okay.
talent.
Oh well.
That's ubiquitous to being human. We
All
always go
right,
with
let's
that.
say you did the same thing the other guy did when he got a complication. Your weapon is lodged into the ground.
I lodged a club into the ground. Okay.
Yes.
Next, Doctor.
Doctor.
Okay. All right.
Hold on.
Now hold on.
I'm going to use my point of determination, take an action,
Yeah.
and just draw my sword and slash.
Okay. Attack again.
I prefer a sword over a nice bludgeon, but hey. 2 successes.
Okay, they only got 1, so roll damage.
I believe that's momentum, right?
Oh, yes, so you get 1 momentum.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus 3, 10 damage with vicious.
Just enough. You down.
All right.
How
that
did
was
they-
my determination for last turn.
All right.
Wait, is that predetermination?
You get a point of momentum for that joke. There you go. There you go.
The equivalent of inspiration.
The right,
Yeah.
the right planet, too.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened
And
to
I'm
their
getting my
bodies?
bludgeon back.
Yes, you get your weapon back.
What happened to their bodies?
They just dissolve again, back
They
into energy.
dissipate.
They dissipate back into energy.
Nobody breathed them in.
You hear other noises of growling and screeching, but it seems that the fact that you have killed the ones that charged up to you,
Barely.
barely, yes. The sound dissipates into the night as they seem to go further into the caves.
Now, the people we're looking for, are they getting bothered by these things, too?
You see some people who claim to be the voice of purity. They do their best to heal your injuries, so all your stress is healed up.
Well, Doctor's the only one that's hurt, right?
Yes, whoever was injured, they're assisting and healing you.
Huh. Well, that's nice.
Mhm.
Okay.
They were apparently out scouting when they heard the sounds of battle. So they take you to their hideout. It's a series of caves furnished simply with blankets and cots, with a portable replicator to provide food and supplies. Annalisa will welcome you and offer you food and drink as well as any help you might require. In order to maintain this goodwill, need one of you to make a presence plus command task difficulty of 1.
I got 10.
I got 13.
Presence and command. I have 11.
Doctor?
Doctor.
I guess it's up to me.
Yes.
Can
Okay.
you assist?
Someone can assist.
Weston assist?
As long as you don't roll over.
Assistant.
Yes.
I got 1 and a complication.
Oh boy.
Am I allowed to spend that?
You can spend a momentum to get rid of that complication, hopefully.
Is there any way espionage would apply?
No.
So anyway.
You just needed 1 success and you're trying to get rid of it.
Yeah. Okay.
1 success.
Okay.
2
I got
successes.
2, essentially.
Okay, so you
So
get
you're
back your
rolling.
momentum you spent.
good.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
She tells you that she and her people recently came to understand that different faiths on this planet were causing the Creator great pain. The true message has become diluted and corrupted. As a result, demons are appearing in greater numbers. She says she tried to explain this to Starfleet, but has become frustrated that they refuse to prioritize claims of any one faith over the others. She doesn't believe she is right, she knows. If the people do not follow her path, demons will claim Footfall and then the whole universe. However, they are not at the point of wanting to see anyone hurt, although they are getting desperate.
Okay. Is there any way we can scientifically prove where these demons are coming from?
Insight plus science or insight plus medicine. Difficulty of 2.
Ooh.
Oh, Doctor, Inside Medicine, that's you.
I got 16 on this. Yeah. Difficulty of 2.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm looking at a 12.
I got best as 11, so yeah, you 2.
Okay, I got 1. Does somebody assist?
Mass assisting.
Nope.
Nope. You still have 2 momentum left.
Should I spend a momentum?
Unless you want to spend a determination, you'll get an automatic 1.
Okay, I'll spend a determination.
So that's 3 successes.
Okay.
Okay.
So that will give you 1 momentum.
Yeah.
All right.
You're more of the scientific side, trying to say not whether the demons exist or not, but whether they are brainwashed or fed any drugs or anything. You're trying to examine the actual members of this group. And all these activists have a very high telepathic index. They're all of some persuasion telepaths.
Like normally, or it's been...
Normally, yeah.
Okay. So like Betazoids here?
Yes.
Okay.
But they're not necessarily betazoids, but yeah.
Yeah.
So Annalisa says that she has met an angel and that she wants to introduce you to this angel.
Okay.
Okay.
There's also a little captain's log note here. Captain's log supplemental. It is easy to see how this planet has affected so many people. There is something about the place. I've had more requests for shore leave than I had since we were last at Ryza. The away team has made contact with the Voice of Purity. They seem as peaceful as they profess to be, but remain dedicated to their cause despite our diplomatic efforts. Thankfully, the attention they believe they are receiving from Starfleet is keeping them appeased for now, but that just buys us time.
Unfortunately, Doctor, you are immune to telepaths. Right, you cannot be read by telepaths.
I'm
Under
what
your,
now by telepaths?
you cannot be read by telepaths under your
Oh, cannot be
traits.
read, okay. Yeah, that's handy.
Might come up, I don't know.
So, do you follow her to the holy place to meet this angel?
Sure.
We might as well.
The plot's pointing that direction, why not?
Absolutely. Yeah, sure.
Now, do we have our tricorder so we can analyze this? Like we should analyze the demons.
They just seem to be like unrecognizable energy that formed into some living, breathing life form and then dissipated again back into energy.
And we can't trace the source of the energy?
No, it just like disappears and reappears.
Okay. What about the angels then? We're gonna.
You haven't met them yet. You haven't met this angel
the
yet.
Angel.
Yeah.
All right.
So they have a holy place that they typically pray to that this angel often appears at. So she brings you.
Is going to detract, make sure affect the angel's appearance.
She brings around 4 to 5 of her followers and leads you to a small mountain pass that overlooks another beautiful vista of the planet. Annalisa and her followers will kneel and begin quiet prayer in front of a large natural circular hole in the rock. She doesn't mind if you take scans or talk as long as you don't disturb her and remain respectful.
Sounds
Beep
good.
boop, beep boop.
We can turn off your audio on your tricorder.
Just sitting there spinning the baton.
After about 10 minutes or so, an angel appears. The creature is a humanoid figure made of light with flaming wings. It floats above the ground and bathes the area in a soft glow. It's so bright it takes you a moment to be able to look at it. When you do, you are filled with a sense of awe.
Oh.
Ooh.
Are we all able to communicate with this angel?
The angel is a manifestation of the energy on the planet. It is modeled on the image of Annalisa, and her followers have of what it would look like, what should look like as the planet has tuned into their latent telepathic abilities. These same abilities are what calls it into being, not the power of prayer. This angel explains that it is God's messenger and that Annalisa's group has been chosen to bring the Creator's word to the people of the universe. They must come together as one faith and be of one mind. If they cannot or will not, the Creator will purge the universe of those who cannot comply.
That's quite different from a lot of other people's deities. Usually they're a little more accepting.
At least this god isn't asking for a starship.
What does God need with a starship?
That's right. So, does this angel have a home planet somewhere?
The angel says it is merely a messenger. To any questions you ask, it is given the message by God.
Does God have a preferred planet that this God has a preferred planet?
It just says that this God wants the whole universe to worship him. So if you want to do a scan, do a reason and science. Difficulty of 1.
16.
Okay.
Okay, I got 16 too. You want to assist?
I'll roll this time. You assist, yeah.
I'm gonna get
What?
That's what you got.
I didn't get anything.
Okay. Nothing?
2 16s. Which is just right, yes. 1 success.
Okay, so
two successes.
2 successes. All right, you get 1 momentum.
I got worried that. Is that enough? Okay, it is.
Yes. While this angel appears to be part of the planet's energy, it isn't an especially sentient part. However, it does know that the failures in the faith of the people have caused a buildup of demonic power which the Creator can no longer keep under control. The energy is nothing like you've seen before, and is not generated by any technology familiar to Starfleet. I just want to spend momentum to get another bit of information. Information is always important. Ack, don't throw it away. Here we go. The energy has an organic pattern to it and generates a low-level telepathic field.
Organic pattern. Can we identify the organic patterns?
It is of nothing like you've seen before. It is completely new and unfamiliar to you.
It's like as we know it. As we know it.
Yes. The angel informs you time is short. A storm is coming, one that is only a taste of what is to come, as the purity of faith cannot be restored. Then it vanishes.
What if we tell the story correctly? Will that get rid of the
Discuss
storm?
among my two companions here, hopefully out of earshot of the others. I think that this God or whatever is only available on this planet, and I suspect, well, if it's trying to go beyond the planet, or I don't know what, but I don't think it's going to affect the rest of the universe. What do you think?
It's an alien presence on this planet that's about to telepathically be able to communicate with people of this world. There are two main different types of faith.
I don't think the threat to the universe is, it may be a threat on this world, but not the universe.
So anyways, you're contacted by your ship. USS Dayton.
Yes.
Let's see. The Scottish one, what did we say his job was? Did we give him a position? Or?
So he was red shirt Scottish.
Red shirt Scottish. Okay. Was he like an engineer or? I don't know. Science officer? Let's say science officer.
Is that okay?
Okay. You hear from the ship, we detect a large energy storm moving toward the main colony, far faster than a natural storm should. Of course, Annalisa claims this is the vengeance of the Creator for the failings of the faithful. The storm is a huge maelstrom of wind and flying demons. So at this point, you need to help.
Flying demons.
Yes, you need to either help evacuate the colony or barricade themselves into their homes.
Could we evacuate them? I mean, are there too many?
It doesn't say how many there are.
Could our ship use the deflector array to break up the power of the storm?
Let's do... Daring and engineering. Difficulty of 3. Assisted by the ships. What would this ship do?
I had 15 for that.
Okay. Unless... It would probably be the ships... I don't know. We'll probably just have someone else assist. Probably easier that way.
Okay. Dad's only 9, so Matt, what's your daring and engineering?
One crazy.
What's your daring and engineering?
11.
11, okay.
You want to assist?
Sure. That's an 8.
You
I
got...
didn't even mention to roll a D20.
Okay.
2
Trust
fours.
our lucky engineer.
Okay.
That's okay.
So you got 2 successes plus 1. Okay.
Yeah.
So you managed to divert your power from deflector shield to protect the base.
My first thought was a photon torpedo and just shoot the thing, but I didn't think that would work too well.
Probably not. As you're going through the city, you see that there's a Klingon colonist that believes he must face the storm, that Kahless will protect him and his heart is pure. He takes position at the center of the town, batleth at ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we transport him to the center of the storm?
I feel like I need to support this Klingon. I like his mentality.
Obviously. There's a family that's unable to find their child. The apparently child is wearing a location bracelet, but the storm's interference makes it hard to find.
More people have low-jacked their kids in the 24th century.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah. There's a couple of other things that they recommend. To fight injured demons or become trapped in a barricade. I'm just going to skip that. Okay, so you feel after a while, once the actual storm has approached the area, so it's just basically battering at the shields, and basically anyone else has tried to put up, it's pretty much everything's breaking and falling apart and crackling and stuff, and just a whole bunch of energy and stuff. There are sounds of demonic screaming, and I need all of you to attempt a control plus command task, difficulty of 2.
Alright.
Okay.
Making that wisdom save.
Hey, I got 2 successes.
Alright.
1.
Okay.
0.
Can I have one of those
Momentum? Yes.
please.
You have 1 left.
2 successes.
Okay, you can spend a point of determination.
It's my last point.
That give you 1, that will give you 2 successes.
Yes.
So,
Oop.
alright. You feel powerful waves of telepathic despair and frustration.
Story of my life.
Mm-hmm. It seems to be coming from both the angels and the demons. There's a choir of angels that has also appeared and is also included fighting back the demons.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Your tricorder scans confirm that the angels and demons are all made of the same type of energy.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. Your ship systems show a deep scan of the planet shows similar energy infusing the entire planet. That there seems to be a place where the energy bleeds out of the core. It is the top of a nearby mountain.
It could be a volcano.
I'm gonna get a copper plug and plug up the mountain. Keep the energy from coming out.
Asking any of the locals about the place, everyone regards it as a holy place that's long been considered the best place to commune with the divine.
Yeah, because there's an alien entity on the planet controlling the place.
Well,
Is this ego?
Yeah, but if everybody's divine is different, you'd think if they're telepathically communicating with this, they'd all tend to veer toward the same belief, because obviously this entity, if it's pretending to be a divine, should be trying to bend everybody to its will. But
Well, he's gotten a few.
He's gotten a few, and apparently he's trying to get more. And he seems to be the only one that's actually causing these events somehow.
Yeah. But he isn't truly a god. He's just a big guy. A lot of energy.
Seems like it. Anyways, Captain's Log Supplemental. While I remain convinced there is a scientific answer to all of this, we have faced what can only be described as angels and demons on this world. I find myself in the strange position of preparing to speak to the Creator, but what will we actually find on top of this mountain? So, for you getting up to there, a transporter or shuttlecraft could get you there in moments. However, any of the characters nearby, any of the faithful, will tell you doing so will ensure the Creator will not speak to you. Traveling up the mountain is an act of faith, and the journey is part of the ritual to purify your soul.
So we have to walk up the mountain.
Yes.
Climb.
The ritual steps include: pilgrims must make the trek on foot, ideally barefoot. They may only wear clothes made of natural fibers. They may not take any form of technology with them. This includes weapons and communication devices. They should bathe before making the journey at sunrise. Before making the trip, you should either settle a debt or share a secret to cleanse your soul.
Settle a debt? Frankie, we don't do that. I'm not even sure we want to go there. Why don't we just tell the people who aren't agreeable with this religion just to leave the planet?
I mean, if you want to just leave and end the mission right now, we can, but...
I'll let my compatriots figure that one out. If they want to walk up the mountain, we'll walk up the mountain.
Well, consensus here, guys?
We can walk up the mountain. We can take all our tech off.
Okay.
We got one yay.
Frankie got hard, tough feet anyway.
Yes, yes. Does Weston agree?
I'm good either way.
Okay, so we're going up the mountain.
Okay.
We're following their requirements.
Following their requirements. Either settling a debt or sharing a secret.
Well, okay, fortunately, Doctor, I don't think it matters for you, because if he can't read your mind, he won't know that you didn't settle debt.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could even tell something that is a lie, that is your secret, and they can't tell whether you're telling the truth or not.
But we have to tell them the secret?
Yes. You reveal a secret to cleanse your soul.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Weston, I'll admit to you, I've always envied your ability to shoot a phaser.
Oh, thank you. Is this public knowledge between our fellow players?
Yes.
I'm gonna pass a point of determination to my good buddy human over here who can use it for multiple things. Just because I'll probably never use it, and I'm sure he'll need it again.
You're giving your determination to Weston?
Kind of character. That'll settle a debt. He
Okay.
did a good turn for me.
Weston, you now have 1 point of determination given to you by Frankie, so.
Yeah.
Alright.
Since I can't get money for it. Anyway, okay.
I don't know if that's allowed in the rules either, but at this point, I don't care.
Okay.
I guess for something I'll reveal is I completely hate the board.
Okay. That's not a surprise. Most everyone does.
But it was from Surviving Wolf 359.
Ah. Of course, you had another secret you revealed to me, but you're not going to say that one, are you?
No, not in front of the players.
No, okay. Fair enough.
Well, not in front of the characters.
Right.
Moving along.
Alright.
The trek will take around... Will take around 4 hours. It will be exhausting, but does not require any climbing equipment.
Okay.
When you reach the top, you will find a barren but commanding view. There is a small shrine to offer shelter and water. You are free to pray, meditate, or just wait.
I'll meditate and then fall asleep.
Okay? So first, it gets strangely dark, and any scanners record a massive... Well, you don't have any scanners.
No,
You're
we
not
don't.
allowed to take any.
Why would it say that?
I don't know why.
Okay, well, yeah, we don't even have communicators.
No, you don't have communicators, scanners, weapons of any kind.
I remember correctly, though, that the Ferengi had a communicator built into their ear instead of the one that would do translations. And one of the ones where the Ferengi went back in time,
Well, that's not you.
they had a...
That's not you.
Well, just be a universal translator. That's...
I don't know. I mean, even then, your communicator is universal translator, and you're told to leave it behind.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So,
Okay. Anyway, so we don't have any...
light pours out of the ground and coalesces to a huge shining ball of light. Any religious characters may see the trappings of their own god or goddess within the light. To most people, it appears as pure energy. Speaking through to your minds, the energy being asks who you are and how you are planning to help. And its initial assumption is that you are there to help with its metaphysical quandaries.
Are you a Vorlon? Anyway. Help. I didn't even think of helping.
How do we convince an enormous being that it's not a god?
I don't think you can. But you can, I guess, he's right, not going to answer too many.
It believes it is God because it conforms to what it believes God is.
Okay, so you're God. What do you need help for?
I think therefore I am.
Yes. It seems to be able to read the minds of everyone except for Ferengi, and on here and on the ship.
Wow, pretty good.
It demonstrates that it can throw lightning bolts as it manipulates energy. That they seem to have enough destructive power to destroy a starship.
Okay, we can do that too.
But apparently our shields can hold its storm back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although perhaps it was testing your resolve in terms of would you protect its faithful.
Protect its faithful. Well, we protect lots of people. So we would protect the faithful, but we also protect the unfaithful. If that's all he wanted. Okay.
Okay, this really doesn't conclude properly at all. It just says, if the player is asked to prove it is God, it can offer a lot of examples. It also believes it is God and isn't trying to lie or deceive anyone. As God, the entity wants you to tell everyone to work out a single faith they can all follow. Something simple would be preferable.
Work out your own religion, pretty much?
Yes, but one. All agree on the same thing, because right now...
So it's just frustrated that it wants to be God, but it's getting too many messages at one time. So this can't be like a holy mecca of multiple religions. It needs to be one.
The prime directive.
It's a good its own religion.
It strikes you as odd that this God is asking its followers to figure this out, rather than making demands about how it is to be worshipped.
But it wants to be worshipped, though.
And it just, yes, it wants to be worshipped. It just says, there are plenty of ways this scene might play out. Like how? Like what?
Well, it looks like since people are flocking to this planet, that it is getting the worship it wants.
Well, it's worship, though.
It's not its worship. They want to, it wants them to worship it, not just whatever they want to do.
Yeah, but maybe it shouldn't be attracting all kinds of people. It should only attract one type.
Let's figure out a conclusion.
Okay.
Let's do
It doesn't have the conclusion chapter there, but alright.
Yeah, it doesn't really give a role or anything. It just role play what a god would do with a bunch of people. I'm like, no, you give me a few options, something, you know? I mean, just... Alright, let's do presence and command, difficulty of 3.
You got 10.
Let's see.
Podcast 13.
Okay.
You still have 1 momentum.
Man, I got 13 too. Yeah.
Well, I said yours.
And whoever has appointed determination, now would be the time to spend it to get a 1.
Yeah, I'll spend that.
Okay, so you start with 2 successes. You still need 1 more.
The doctor, you're rolling the real one. You're rolling the 2.
Presence and command, difficulty...
I rolled 2 and I got 16.
So you didn't get any.
I didn't get any. I could spend
1 success.
Okay, so you got 3 total. Good.
Okay.
What do you want to say to this god?
Be excellent to each other.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna call it there, I think, and that'll be the end of that mission. Cause okay, so compare them back to back. Which one do you think was better? I ran them as written, and tried to fix what I could, but
And truncated.
truncated, yes.
Yeah. The first mission was slightly better.
Okay.
I agree.
Very well.
All right, because I didn't think that one as written was as good. I don't know. It seemed like there weren't as many
Right,
roles and a lot more fighting and stuff, and we never really like fighting in this setting. So
Right.
But then look how it only took us to deal with demons.
that's true. That's true. So that's 2 missions in the pipe. Next one is going to be A Cry from the Void. Episode 7.
But not this time.
But not this time. We're not going to keep playing. And I haven't read that part yet.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it sounds like we may have at least gotten rid of the two worst missions.
Hopefully, I mean, considering there may be worse ones written still ahead, I don't know. I think there's still, let me check the front of the book. Yeah, there's still 3 missions left. We've already run the last one, the Angstrom operation. So technically 2 we haven't run yet. And after that, we can go to, let's see, where here, Arcana of the Ancients. This is the copy of the book you're getting, Matt, when you finally are able to come back from all this. We have that, and we have the special edition back up on the shelf, but it has 3 missions, 4 actually, in it. There's an introductory one, and there's mutations for the characters, which John's created a very interesting mutated character.
I try to make a character with a maximum number of mutations. So, for instance, he has 6 spider legs coming out of his chest, torso. He has double jointed arms, so he has 2 elbows. He has double jointed legs, so 2 knees. Blue skin, scaly skin. 1 white eye, 1 purple eye. Lots of weird, bizarre stuff. Oh, a weakness to dexterity, though.
So, let me ask this.
Mm-hmm.
1, you want any cash for it?
No. I mean, it's just a gift. Unless you want to pay me for it. I mean, I'm not gonna turn down money. But
I'll pay for it.
We work at McDonald's, we're poor.
the book's normally like $60, but whatever you want to pay.
Okay. Do you want me to do a porch pickup sometime so we can stay socially distant?
That will work.
All right. Because I like to know a little of the rules.
Oh yeah. Because they also have the PDF of it as well. So.
Okay. I did order a Savage World book to see what that's like.
Okay.
I haven't tried that at all.
Mm-hmm. And it seems like the episodes that aren't covering D&D get a lot more views, like the one we did on Starfinder, the ones we did on Shadowrun. So I'm thinking we might try to do stuff that's adjacent to or different from D&D. Maybe that might get some more views.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah. John paid for the Monty Cook Humble Bundle and got a whole bunch of missions for the Strange, and we already have the Strange core rulebook and other stuff. That's completely in his Numenera Strange thing, rather than this is just with D&D 5 rules. But it has 200 items, 100 monsters, and a bunch of different like ciphers and relics and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty cool stuff.
Okay. Other question. My daughter's been doing virtual scout meetings, and she's doing Zoom since they're not doing the 40-minute limit anytime.
Yeah.
It seems to be pretty receptive, and it might save this phone, I'm guessing, from cooking right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it seems to be okay. I mean,
Look at that battery. We're at 53%.
the battery's only lost half of its charge. It's,
But true, we did find a YouTube video talking about how to put in your typical
chat thing, so like they had Zoom linked to OBS so that everyone could call each other on their individual webcams. That would mean...
Just one thing we might consider for ease, because we did have some stuff in the beginning, like that speaker made it hard to hear.
Yeah, okay.
Well, now that we can recognize that it's coming through fine and just my cell phone, we don't need the speaker,
Maybe next time we can all... I've already signed up for a Zoom account. I have it on the iMac. It's a matter of whether John wants to be downstairs on his, and we'd all just be on camera instead of using this setup.
That says about over my
we could probably do it like this and just have the 3 screens.
Yeah, we can work something out.
Yeah, we'll
Me
figure
and your father are on one screen, and you 2 are on the other. On your own camera.
Yeah.
It would work.
We'll figure something out. We'll set it up.
I was just wondering, since I'm working through
FaceTime. Yeah.
Can you do FaceTime on the same computer that's doing the combining everything instead of doing it on the pad?
I'm not sure if the Mac will let the same front camera use it between FaceTime and Zoom. I guess the idea is if we're all using Zoom...
I can use Facebook or not FaceTime, but...
No, those are only like...
Zoom, Facebook.
The problem with like Google Duo and the ones we're using right now is that it's only 1-to-1. It doesn't let like...
Right.
Yeah. Apparently Google's phasing out Hangouts. I guess they're focusing on one-on-one conversations because apparently having too many video streams bogs it all down, all combining, all talking together. But I think we could try Zoom. Just look up, what is it, Zoom.us?
I don't know. I didn't look at it.
I don't know. Just look up Zoom. It's supposed to be a web service that lets you use your camera like FaceTime, but for more than just 2 people.
Huh. I can check that out, yes.
And there's a Mac version of it, so.
Is that a free service?
Yes, free. I think
Yeah,
there is a paid version. I don't know what it adds, but you should be able to have all
They
4
got
of us.
rid of the time limit right now, so that helps.
Okay, so that's the
I
difference.
think free one had a 40-minute time limit,
Oh, okay.
but
That's no longer there.
no, that's gone with everything going on. They want to be good to people.
Oh, very good, very good.
So we'll take advantage of
Do
that.
we want to try
We can try Zoom next
at
week,
a different time?
or sometime this week. We can test to make sure Zoom works, and then we'll try to set it up on the stream. Otherwise, this is
That might
just
be easiest.
all right.
Do you have to have a separate app for Zoom?
Yes, it's a separate app. You go to their website, you download the package, and install Zoom. I'm not sure if it's on the App Store or not, but I know there's an iOS and Android version.
Do
All
you
right.
want to set aside 10-15 minutes on Thursday night to give it a try?
Yeah, we can do that.
Sure. Sounds good.
Dad, you available Thursday night?
Thursday night.
Around the same time, 6 o'clock then, or?
Sounds good.
Remember?
Sounds good to me.
Tragic.
We'll let you know. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
Until next
This is
time.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thanks for getting us set up.
Oh yes, this has been quite an experience.
Yeah.
And for the most part, it worked. I mean, except for the few dropouts, but.
Yeah.
Until next time, happy gaming. Bye bye.